Dana Barbu is a mediator, legal and parliamentary advisor. Educated in Bucharest and Paris with 2 bachelor's degrees and a master's degree under her belt, Barbu is also a published author with 3 books released to date. Throughout her career, she has worked in NGOs and has more than 15 years of experience in the private and public sectors, giving her a complex and complete perspective on interpersonal conflicts. As spokesperson for Mediation's advantages, Dana Barbu helps employers and employees manage not only conflicts related to business and the workplace, but also conflicts arising from personal life. The book we wish to discuss and present today is in fact entitled It's Time for Mediation, published in collaboration with Eurobox. Let's welcome the author, Dana, who's right now connected with us. Hi, Dana. Thank you for accepting this invitation.
Hello, I'm the one who is thanking you for this invitation, for the opportunity to talk about my work that I did with the hope that the information from the book is going to really help people improve their life.
So let's start by defining and presenting the book. What is the literary genre and what is It's Time for Mediation about?
It is, of course, a non-fiction book. I'm writing about mediation, which is an alternative method of solving conflicts. I really think that it is a book that was needed to be on the market because there are a lot of books in this domain, but they are addressed to the professionals. But books that talk about mediation for the general public, not that few, not that much. So I think it's going to really help people to understand what mediation is, when you can use it, what the advantages are.
And when and why did you decide to start writing the book? What was your inspiration?
Well, the idea of writing this book started during the pandemic period when a lot of courts had to stop working for a few weeks, and that made people really waiting for their solutions for a really long time. And I wanted people to know that they have alternative methods to solve their conflicts. They do not have to simply go to court. They can appeal to mediation. But what really made me put the pen in my hand and start writing was the situation in Ukraine, when we all see what a conflict can become. And it is extremely important to approach a conflict with the right method and at the right time. And I want people to know that if you approach a conflict with mediation, you can not only resolve the problem, but you can also preserve the relationship. And this is one of the most important things in mediation.
Yeah, let's stop on this aspect for a moment. We already anticipated it earlier. We find your book particularly accurate in the fields of legislation, as any scientific book must be. Do you think that it can also be addressed to a generic and wider public when it comes to private, intimate conflicts?
Yes, I wanted this book to be for the general public. I wanted to, let's say, translate the specific terms for the public so that they can understand that mediation is for everyone. Conflict is a part of life. And if it is approached with the right method, it can really help you improve and evolve. Mediation is an alternative method that helps you not only to solve the problem, but also to do it in a confidential way, in a really fast way. You do not have to wait for years, as it is very often happening in courts. You can solve the problem in a few days or weeks. And it is the most important thing in mediation, I think, is the fact that the decision remains to the parties. If you go to the court, for example, you obviously let the decision to the judge. and you become a simple spectator of your cause. But in mediation, you are the principle, the factor that decides. There is nothing in mediation that is decided unless the parties agree. So you have to assume this decision.
And as the book has been released for some months now, what have been the very first comments, feedbacks that you have received like?
Um, People tell me that it is a very easy to read, and I really like that, because that was one of my aims, to make it easy to make people understand these things. And it is a simple and a direct one, and people also appreciated the fact that in the book they find examples from real life. I mean, there are stars like the singer Adele that reached mediation in her divorce. And people, well, if they see stars, they believe more in a method. So the fact that it is not only theoretical, but it also brings a specific situation, I think it's a good thing, and the people appreciate it.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you again for your time, for this little chat, and we wish you best luck with your book.
I thank you. It was a pleasure.
This book aims to reveal how mediation works and the role of the mediator, with examples from all over the world, but emphasizing Romanian legislation. It also highlights the aspects that validate mediation as a conflict resolution method perfectly adapted to these times, as it resolves conflicts not only by saving money and time, but also by reducing emotional consumption. You will understand how mediation finds solutions that satisfy both parties, and in what situations it can intervene with optimal results. It's Time for Mediation by Dana Barbu is now available in bookstores and digital platforms. It's a publication by Eurobooks.